Hey, what's going on everyone? Matthew from therighttrader.com here. Today I'm going to be doing my price prediction, analysis, and forecast on Dash. It is currently ranking at the 6th spot and has a market cap of almost $2.4 billion. So this is definitely one of the bigger cryptocurrencies out there. And I might as well mention right off the bat, when you get into sort of almost this top 5 ranking over here, right? And you're really getting into the big names, I guess. It becomes pretty competitive, right? Because this is a sort of a key place to be in this market, and you'll really have to be able to stand your ground and have something to show if you want to stay in this very competitive area in the marketplace, right? I think that goes without saying, but it's important to know that this is definitely getting into the big league, if that makes sense. And that's a good thing, I guess. With that being said, though, Dash is, just to give a bit of an overview of what this cryptocurrency is. It's also known as digital cash, and they kind of promote it as being that, sort of a cash version of a cryptocurrency with obviously the instant transactions and stuff. And it also has a partial focus on privacy, which is always good, right? I've mentioned the benefits of sort of privacy coins and how there's definitely going to be a need for that in the marketplace. So that's always good to see. With that being said, though, I have seen during my bit of research some, controversy around this cryptocurrency. Some saying that it's a scam pyramid scheme, and it's not different enough from other cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and stuff. And I'm not really going to try to disprove or agree with any of those claims. I'm just going to kind of get into the numbers on this one and the chart, because that's what I find most interesting with Dash right now. I'll just bounce over really quick to the subreddit here. Their subreddit is actually pretty small, right? Not even 10,000 readers, not about 9,500. And I'm not going to lie, that is a bit small considering where they're ranking, right? Like I said, 6th spot. Most of these here do have bigger communities on Reddit. So, that's something to pay attention to, but I mean, it's not a deal breaker. And getting into the numbers here, the past volume, the volume in the past 24 hours is currently sitting at $30 million. So that's pretty huge, right? Not the biggest, obviously, since like I said, we're in the range of bigger cryptocurrencies here, but it is a respectable amount, right? And this is just the past 24 hours, so it can vary. But if it's something along those lines, that's a bonus. That's good to see. And I guess you could argue that it should maybe be a tad higher, but you can look around and this is relatively reasonable for where it is, right? And like I said, it's just the past 24 hours, so no problem here with the volume. Pretty standard, I would say. Market cap, that definitely has room to grow, right? Which is good. It's not too big yet. Circulating supply, this is what I really like about Dash. It has a very nice low circulating supply, and this directly reflects in the price. I've mentioned multiple times why I put so much focus on having a lot of scarcity in these cryptocurrencies, and Dash fulfills that requirement, I guess, where it has a very low supply, right? This is a really low one, and its max supply is 18, almost 19 million, right? So this is going to be a low supply cryptocurrency, and that'll create scarcity, and you can see with the price action, right, that it's getting kind of squeezed because of this tight amount that's out there, right? And there's obviously other reasons, but that helps. At least from my experience in investing and trading, it always seems to be sort of a key component. Okay, so I really like the supply on Dash. I think that's going to be a helper. And looking into the actual chart now, right? It started around very low priced 20 cents back in February 2014, right? Had a bit of a bump in later in 2014, but that one didn't really sustain, right? So basically flat movement, right, for a long while. And it slowly started getting some accumulation going back in, I guess, December of 2015, right? Slowly started getting some accumulation, and then it's slowly but steadily rose in price. And then I guess it's fair to say that in sort of January 2017, right, is when the explosion in price really took off, right? And that's you know, this price action right here is, I guess, normal if you want to consider like what cryptocurrencies have been doing, right? Which is obviously the massive growth that they've seen, but this is pretty sturdy, right? Which is kind of unusual. You know, it didn't really seem to get that affected when all the China drama happened. It seemed to have bounced back pretty nicely from that. So, you know, I think it's an interesting price action here because we have massive growth in the value of this cryptocurrency, and you know, pretty like relatively small pullbacks, right? And just nice continual growth without having any like scares, right? It seems to bounce back every time that there's a spike, right? It finds support at the previous high. So if we're looking at the area right here, it had its spike, right? Went back down a bit, had its second spike, and fell back down, found massive support back at the previous high, went back up, and here about the same thing, right? Where it fell back down, found its support back at the previous high, and kept its way. So, you know, right now in the short term, you know, I usually in these price prediction videos go over where I think it's going to go in the next couple of months, 2 years, and then 5 years out. So, you know, in the short term, right, next couple of months, I think that, you know, the chart is looking pretty good. Like I said, there's no real signs of concern over here until this uptrend is broken in any way. It should be looking good, right? I mean, we should see the same kind of action that it has right now, right? Like I said, we just want to see this uptrend continue, and it continuously making lower lows and higher highs, right? Pretty basic stuff. But next few months, you know, I think that it should just see a continuation. That's what it looks like from here. It could obviously have maybe a bit of a stagnation and stuff, but you know, it's been, like I said, pretty steady, right? So I think it'll just slowly move up and keep up the growth that it's been seeing, right? With that being said, though, in sort of the next 2 years, where could I expect this cryptocurrency to be? And I'll refer back to the market cap to sort of make that prediction. I think that, you know, 2 to 5 years out, this coin cryptocurrency will reach, you know, I think it could move up to near the $10 billion market cap range, right? And that's obviously some pretty big growth. It also depends on, you know, like I always say, where the general cryptocurrency market ends up in the direction that it ends up going towards. So obviously we want to see growth in the main cryptocurrencies. You know, we want to see the market grow bigger and bigger and bigger, you know, more adoption. So it'll kind of depend on where Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin and stuff is. And, you know, the main ones. We want to see those move up to sort of almost leave the room for some of the others to move up as well, right? And, you know, because it might be hard, obviously, to beat something like Ripple, Ethereum, Litecoin, Bitcoin. So, yeah, I hope that makes sense. But basically, I think we can see, like I said, the next 2 years, I guess it'll be moving up towards around $1,000, right? And you know, $10 million market cap, that's about a 400% increase. So, you know, next 5 years, I guess, like I said, it depends on where the cryptocurrency market is heading, because that's really key. But obviously, we can't like completely predict the future, right? But for the next 2 years out, I would say, you know, a 300% increase, you know, moving up towards $1,000. I could definitely see that happening based on how the chart is acting. And then, you know, it could maybe go a bit more, a bit higher, but the $10 million market cap area is, I think, a little bit of a cap almost, right? Where that's becoming a lot of money in the cryptocurrency, and definitely not an easy place to get to. So that's sort of a hard, like, almost resistance area, okay? But, you know, I can definitely see it moving its way towards that. So let me know what you all think of Dash. Do you like it fundamentally? Do you like the price action, the chart and everything? Do you agree with anything that I said? I'm interested in hearing your thoughts on this. And with that being said, thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more trading and investing videos on cryptocurrencies and stocks. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good day.